So again, we have Ben Heisler here from SiriusXM Radio. Ben, you wrote a piece for Huffington Post, I believe. Is that correct?
I did.
On the NBA
and also for
draft.
thehonestbrew.com.
And what?
I said, and also for thehonestbrew.com for both sides.
A simple plug there for Ben Heisler. All of his, by the way, all of his stuff is in the description below, so be sure to check out all of that. So June 27th is the date. However, yesterday the NBA draft lottery occurred. Cleveland Cavaliers have the #1 overall pick. They can either add to a already solid backcourt with Kyrie Irving and Dion Waiters, or they could get some help up front and go with Nerlens Noel. Firstly, who do you think they're going to draft? Is it going to be Noel or McLemore?
Oh, I decided it was going to be Noel because I think, as you said, their backcourt is okay. I think McLemore is going to be a terrific scorer, and he certainly has the ability to do so. But
will he though, Ben? Will he be a terrific scorer?
He has the ability. He's got a terrific, quick release. He's got good size at the 2 position, and I have him going to Orlando, and I think that's going to be a good landing spot for him. But the reason that Noel makes sense for Cleveland is that they weren't a good interior defense team last year, and that part of that was because Anderson Varejao, who was just an absolute beast on the boards and a double-double machine, he got hurt. You now get a chance to bring in Noel, who's recovering from his injury. Assuming that Varejao is going to be healthy by the time the season starts, that gives Noel time to develop, to be able to get 100% healthy, and then once he's in there, that allows Varejao to be a possible trade candidate. So I think it makes more sense for Noel to go into Cleveland and really just create a nice presence in the paint for them. He can also play pick and pop with Irving, who's just a terrific, terrific point guard.
So let's just compare and contrast really quickly. By the way, before we do that, the draft order that occurred yesterday, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the #1 overall pick, second time in 3 years. The Orlando Magic, the Wizards, the Bobcats, the Suns, the Pelicans. Get used to saying that. The Sacramento Kings, the Pistons, the T-Wolves, and the Blazers round out the top 10. We are going to compare and contrast your picks and NBA DraftNet. So you said it's going to be Noel. They have McLemore Noel. So then let's go to the 3 with the Wizards. Otto Porter, do you have that?
I do not have Otto Porter. I thought about it for a long time because I thought it might be a nice little local fit. He played at Georgetown. Yep. They've been able to scout him, obviously, but the Wizards really like Anthony Bennett, who's sort of a combo small forward, power forward out of UNLV. He's got a terrific offensive game, just a lot more upside compared to Porter. Porter, you kind of know what you're going to get with him, and you know he's going to be sort of a low ceiling, high floor player. A guy that's going to come in and be a solid contributor and possibly be able to immediately start for the NBA. But Bennett's just got a huge amount of upside, a lot of athletic ability, and I think the Wizards really like that trait in him, and I think they can coach him up.
I agree with you. I think Anthony Bennett is really solid, and I think he's going to be a solid player. However, NBA DraftNet had Otto Porter, Victor Oladipo, and then Anthony Bennett. So for the Bobcats, Victor Oladipo, do you agree with that one as well?
I hope for Victor Oladipo's sake that he does not end up in Charlotte. I actually have the Bobcats taking Alex Len, who is the big center out of the University of Maryland. He's got an NBA-ready big body. He's at 7'1", 255. He's going to be able to put on even more muscle once he gets into an NBA workout. And he's young, too. So imagine being like 19, 20 years old with that body type. This is a guy for Charlotte that gives them a tremendous amount of ability to control the paint. Yeah. And it gives the Bobcats, which is going to be the Hornets of the future, a legitimate 5 for years to come. And also, I wrote in my article, he's most likely to be mistaken for Andre the Giant.
All right, interesting comparison right there. At number 6, the New Orleans Pelicans, NBA DraftNet has Trey Burke going there. What do you think?
Well, I have Oladipo going to the Suns at the next spot because I think Oladipo is just so freakishly athletic, and he's just a terrific defensive presence. He can play the 2 guard, and he can defend both the point guard, shooting guard, and small forward positions. Just an off-the-charts work ethic. Can't even talk. He is an off-the-charts work ethic kind of guy. For the Pelicans, I have Otto Porter, because it's going to be a guy that he can be an immediate starter, as I said before, a little bit more of a safer pick than Bennett, who's already going to be gone. And they need a guy who can play both 2 ways at the 3 position, both on offense and defense, and Porter gives them that at number 6.
Let me throw out a few random names for you. Michael Carter-Williams, the lengthy point guard out of Syracuse. He's about a good 6'5". He could still be growing. Kelly Olynyk, Shabazz Muhammad, where do you think will be the best fit for them as well?
Well, I have Shabazz Muhammad going actually with the next pick to the Kings because the Kings right now, they're starting John Salmons, and Shabazz Muhammad is an immediate improvement over him. He's a strong, athletic three, a really good ability to score. This is a guy that was going to be considered at the beginning of this season to be an easy top 5 pick, so he's going to slightly fall out of there for me.
Understood. Hey, let me jump in real quick. Shabazz Muhammad, according to NBA DraftNet, is going to go 17th to the Boston Celtics. 16th to the Boston Celtics. So that's
I have him going a little bit higher than most mock drafts. You talked about Kelly Olynyk. I think he's going to go to number 12 to the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's impressed a lot of people, Ricky. And then Michael Carter-Williams, I have him being drafted number 13 to the Dallas Mavericks. Like you said, he's got unbelievable size, and that's really a nice thing to have at the point guard position, so he can play and defend multiple positions if he needs to. And the nice part is that they have some scorers on that team, so you don't need Carter-Williams to be the number one option. He's a good floor general. He's going to create open shots for O.J. Mayo and for Dirk Nowitzki. And like we talked about, he's a good defender, and Dallas could shore that up on the defensive side of that position.
Is O.J. Mayo coming back? Is that solidified?
My guess is that he will, unless they're trying to just create a whole bunch of room to try and get Dwight Howard. But I imagine Mayo comes back.
All right, that's Ben Heisler. You can follow him on Twitter at Benny Heis with 2 N's. Also be sure to check out all of his work on Huffington Post, TheHonestBrew.com, and of course here on TYT Sports, and of course his radio show on MLB SiriusXM Radio. Ben, go Hoosiers. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you, Stromer.